Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM 2012. And when we last left off, we would like Spider to stun one of these aliens, but it's not going to really be feasible at this particular point in time. What we're going to do is we're going to have to get this particular shiv. Let's see if anyone else can eliminate that low hit points mutant there. 81% chance to hit. Let's make it happen, shall we? Come on, Thor. Alas, the Lord of Zap misses entirely. But we do have the opportunity to get this other mutant over here, provided Quicksilly is able to be legally selected, which he now is. We have brilliant chances to hit on both of them, so we're going to start with this one. Dealing savant damage. A manly cry is issued by the enemy mutant, but we shall now fire again. Five more damage dealt by the mutant. Another manly cry, oh yeah! Come on, and the manliness causes him to run forward in that direction. It's now King's turn to take a shot. Providing a brutal backstab action there, and then he gets to fire again against this mutant. But the mutant manages to dodge the air bullets. I'll reload the shiv. We'll get Spider to take a shot. Hurrah indeed. And now the bubbly man himself shall reload his weapon.
Let's do this.
In anticipation of future hostilities. Oh, more mutants. In a rather cool, suave pose today. They take point.
Although similar to the other floating specimens, this one seems to have much heavier armor and weaponry.
The heavy floaters appear out of absolutely nowhere, and suddenly Quicksilly has 6 opponents to eliminate this turn. So it's time to make him fall down one at a time, shall we? We might have to fall back. The easiest one to hit is this one here. It is flanked. Again, we'll try to get Quicksilver to clean up, because she probably could take some out in one hit. So that would be quite significant. Let us see. The best position for KOR would be here, allowing him to burst forth. I mean, it's tempting to use the smoke grenade to try and cover our allies here, but really there's nothing for it. We have to unleash maximum damage against the alien hordes. Right here, right now. It's fire at will. 9 damage was dealt to the enemy floater. And also, we're not able to use the heavy laser. We can use the rocket launcher. The shredder rocket would deal 4 damage, but we'll just use the conventional rocket to deal 6 damage against all the floaters at once. One of the floaters is immediately destroyed, and many others will soon follow. It's time for the shiv to fire. Destroying another heavy floater as well. Classic, the man himself is in a small spot of trouble. It's somewhat close to the enemy aliens. We have reasonable chances to deal with most of these aliens. This one the most of all, so we'll perform a headshot against this one. And the Lord of Zap fires, dealing damage that we can never see because it's cut off by the edge of the window. And so now Classic is in a spot where he's just like, well, there's nothing for it, I just have to attack. They all have high ground on him. Well, not really high ground, because they're a bit too... Mind you, that one there is very close to the company. We're going to get this man to dash backwards, dashing boldly back to this piece of cover. And now Quicksilly has the opportunity to attack. I think her double tap is sadly on cooldown, or recharge, whichever term you prefer. We could eliminate the heavy floater quite easily. And there's also this particular target here. I'm going to go for the heavy floater. We're able to kill it in a single blow. Might as well make it count. All the heavy floaters have been eliminated, leaving only the mutants now here before us. It was a good call to get Spider to retreat, for that manly mutant advances close towards us. A blood call is now issued. Oh yeah, whatever that actually does, I don't know. And now the ship is under fire from the enemy heavy plasma gun. Alright, so Quicksilver will now continue her barrage of attacks, dealing up to, well, 13 damage, I think. 14 damage! My mistake. It's a nice dandy amount of damage, that's for sure. The enemy, of course, gets a free move, but that's no concern of ours. The Spider is the man who's just going to shoot in the head. Dealing 5 damage. Intimidate is now issued. But Spider passes his morale failure. Of course, Quicksilver gets an additional turn. She can choose to snipe again, or she could finish off the alien. We're going to choose to snipe again, dealing up to 7 more damage. Dealing 5 damage.
Weapons empty, can't engage.
So, our next target. The last king is still out of ammunition, and this disturbs me deeply. We'll get him to fall back slightly. Reload his weapon, so that next turn he can engage. Thor, the Lord of Thunder himself, of Zap rather, should now choose to fire upon the enemy alien with his plasma pistol. Alas, it is a miss, missing everybody concerned.
Adjusting aim.
How much aim does Bubbles have? He has some aim towards the enemy alien. We get to try and get to a better position to increase our chances of hitting. A pistol is sufficient and deals the same accuracy, so let's do it. It's a good kill. And although there's really no point doing the stun because it's a berserker, it doesn't have any loot, so we'll suppress this particular target because our aim's useless. That's a serious turn of our enemies. 6 aliens, wow. The Lord of Zap is under fire, but he prevails in this point in time. Much more alien activity occurs, but then it's this mutant's go. What's it gonna do? It attempts to fire upon the ship, but the suppression is too strong. And our good old friend Chrysalids are randomly here, and then take like 3 moves towards us for free, because that's what they do. And now it is our turn again. It's a full-on turn here at XCOM. We have many aliens to kill, and not much time to do it in. Still, at least we have a shredder rocket provided by our good friend King. Dish straight into that batch of chrysalids. The shredder will provide a good amount of extra damage against those targets. The ship can easily handle one of those chrysalids by itself. Might as well make it the most distant one. Or the closest one, just to be epic. 11 damage was dealt to the chrysalid. Another chrysalid shot down by the epic Spider himself. Quicksilver is rather low on ammunition, but she can still take a shot at the... No, she can't. She's that low on ammunition, she can't do it. How about if she takes a step forward? She-Hag now gains visibility of one of the aliens, 100% accuracy. There's only one way this can end. A dead chrysalid, that's the way it ends. For all chrysalids in life. We haven't gained visibility of the enemy alien, so what we'll do is we'll deploy a smoke grenade.
Smoke's in the air.
After all, the purple haze does increase the defense of our unit significantly. We have rather low accuracy on these dudes. It's quite disappointing, really. Don't know why it's so low. We'll just use the pistol because the ammunition is free with the pistol. With luck, we could have killed the tree. We missed the tree, but hey, at least we get the cover bonus. And just to tease me, because I used the smoke, it's now caused 8 damage. Good on you, mutant. Just having a go at me there. Yep. Alright, what's going to happen the second shot?
Incoming fire.
It's going to shoot right into the back of the mutant, but friendly fire is not a possibility in this game. Oh no. Alas, the sniper rifle is still empty and there's still more mutants to kill. That's right, make it count. Fortunately, we have a shiv, the mobile cover generator itself, which has no ammunition in it. But we have marched forth boldly towards our enemies and will reload. Very bold, very beautiful. Now, King getting into the middle of that purple cloud of smoke. Turns out the Lord of Zap is just outside the field of purple smoke, which isn't very satisfying, but it's true. That didn't work out so well.
Just in sight.
So we'll get Spider to dash forward boldly. Getting into that cover there. KOR. Alas, is too far away to perform an effective heal. So there's not really much he can do at this particular point in time. Some cover here, though, that he can exploit. Still not gaining any visibility, though. How we got 41% chance to shoot them both. Let's try and make a kill. Oh, it's a good shot. Good on ya. Hitting that alien around the corner. We appreciate that boldness. That bravery is saluted. We're not able to turn that into a legit kill, so we're just going to Overwatch as the cat comes through the door again.
Trying to pull back.
The mutant's morale fails, but instead tries to take a shot at the ship and fails completely. After all that reloading ploy, it was bold, it was beautiful, and it counted. So now, of course, Spider can just get around there and kill it. But if possible, it would be nice to execute an epic stunning maneuver. But it's not even close enough for that, because his movement distance is ridiculously pathetic. So, it's time to get up close and personal. Oh yeah. It's time to flank. A 92% chance to hit. Dealing 7 damage. Oh yeah. See, we're just out of range of that stun. We can't pull it off. Not this turn. It's worth trying, though, because we can use the rifle should we kill it. So, we'll leave him there for now. Can our good friend Bubbles reach him? Yes, he can. But he's unprotected if he does. I don't like that. We could get them... I know. We'll get our good old friend Thor to dash back here. Then, our good old friend Bubbles can provide bubbly healing to our friend to heal 8 hit points. And the Plasma Blast is neutralized. He'll still have to spend turns in medbay when we get home, but he's okay for now. It's time for our operatives here to take cover. It is an important part of this game after all. We've regained squad sight, but for now we'll just reload our laser sniper rifle.
Reloading.
Yeah. And King... Yeah, King shall dash here. And Spider shall... Not enough ammo to suppress. Disappointing. Reload his gun. The alien does attempt to shoot the ship. It's successful in doing so, but not successful enough. I'm still not impressed. Fortunately, we have a man who is a spider and a man together, but not Spider-Man. And now we can finally execute the stun.
Mark up.
And the mutant is stunned.
Looks like you're coming home with us.
That's right, a friendly pickup. After all, if traditional pickup lines fail, there is always the arc thrower. And the spider is the man who executes it perfectly, and so he will be the one wielding the excellent device of punishment dealing. What's it called? The plasma rifle, yes, that one. Quicksilly dashes boldly forth. King dashes, just walks boldly. He's able to walk boldly. He's that kind of person. The Shiv, well, what are we going to do here? Is there a hole in the wall? There isn't. Well, the Shiv can move around, give Quicksilly some cover. Iron activity occurs, but so far, to no avail. Let us advance the Shiv. Goliath number 2. It's excellent 6 hit points remaining. Those hit points could have been on someone's face, but they worked. So far, no concern whatsoever of the particular layout of what's going on here, so let's just get on there, shall we? KOR advancing. How about Quicksilly? Can she reach the ship? No, she can't. Oh, there's a cat. Hi, cat. Cats can pop up anywhere. Yes, I know you want to get out. Here you go. Advance, cat. Advance! Advance! Oh, cat doesn't want to go out after all. Isn't that the truth? I'm going to overwatch with our plasma pistol, and then the Lord of Zap shall dash forth. Oh yeah. King shall actually remain on Overwatch because he's the only person there doing it. And so shall the Shiv. And the Spider. The Spider will get around. His purple dot on the back of his head. It's very bold. Alright, so the Goliath advances into this room. It's good. So far it is clear. We're not quite up to the doors just yet though. I think I'm advancing my ship just a little bit too quickly. But for now, we're good. Let's get KOR up to the door frame. A lot of Zap can remain there for now. King shall dash here. And the Spider shall dash inside. Now the cat wants to go through the door. Oh yeah, that's the way it goes. Unfortunately, no, we can't. The portable cover generator gets up to the door, but does not go through it because we're clever. And now our troops can assemble inside. Oh yeah. There's definitely something going on in the next room. We're going to have to make sure we plan our next move carefully, shall we? I'm going to move my Shiv here. Once I'm allowed to move my camera, that is. Oh yeah, we know the camera controls in this game can be a bit creative. I'm going to move it here. If there's any aliens, they'll be immediately revealed, and they're not. But it also provides us an opportunity to have some cover. After all, we know that cover can be a bit scarce. And no one else can actually reach outside there yet, so we're going to have somebody come out, so it might as well be Bubbles. Meanwhile, everyone else will just get inside. So far, we've not had any deaths, which is a very exciting experience for me. My body is pleased. My body is ready. Alright, let's keep going. Advancing the cause of freedom and justice and all those positive fragments that we're used to seeing. I don't want to get Quicksilly completely exposed, so we'll have her come downstairs to the antipode of Spider's position. That's right, antipode. I use big words. And I usually mispronounce them too. Alright, so there is nothing here. Oh, cats. You wanna come in now, do you? Of course the cat wants to come in. I don't know what's more difficult, cats or aliens. Still no aliens are revealed. Our overwatches will continue, however. KOR is a man without cover, and now he is a man with cover. He was naked for a moment, and now he's okay. So, let's keep pressing on. The classic man. I don't know where he's going, because the mouse spasmed. He's jumping over for a moment, and standing there for some reason. Mouse spasms. Brilliant. No, it wasn't a mouse spasm. If you hold there, it looks like I want the top. But no, it actually means you want underneath. Because that's this game's control system. Awkward. Woo! The Lord of Zap. It's probably a good time for him to reload his laser sniper rifle. Although we're in indoor combat, it's always good to have a reloaded gun. That's right. A reloaded gun. The king himself shall stand on Overwatch. No, reloading as well, because it's always good to have a reloaded gun. And unsurprisingly, there's activity in the cockpit. The ship shall get ready by the door, but it will not go through the door until I am ready. Let's start positioning our troops. Fortunately, with the power of alien grenades, it's going to make this next room rather easy. Of course, it's always nice not to damage the valuable equipment, but keeping a soldier alive is often more important. What's more important for me? I'm one of those huggy people that likes to keep people alive. Shut up, cat. You can see now why this cat was an enemy on Worms Armageddon. Hope you enjoyed that, by the way. Okay, what about? No, it's being a nuisance. Okay, cat. So, let us now open the door, shall we, Shiv? Hi! They just run off like small children, as they do.
We need to capture one of these strange aliens. We already know that killing them won't provide anything of use to us.
Just be quiet, okay? We know the drill by now. We overwatch by the door. Everyone else overwatches. KOR can't actually reach the other side in one turn. Oh well. The enemy island will get one turn to shoot at our ship. Let's see what happens, shall we? Wow, the ship was destroyed. And the music changed to indicate the dramatic effect that destroying the ship had upon our hearts. But it is not enough to deter me. Oh no. Because we have an aim grenade. And that, simply put, is all that needs to be said.
Killing these particular aliens gets us nowhere. Our troops should focus on capturing one of them, not killing them.
And on that bombshell, I say all I lost was a ship, not a person. Yeah. Life is not cheap in this game. It costs $15. Yeah. So, we managed to successfully complete Operation Banish Knife. There was a bit of escalated conflict there. You know, those heavy floaters' first appearance. Oof. But we prevailed. Look at the swirling nuclear missile of death we launched at Egypt. Of course, the Lord of Zap is gravely wounded. And KOR is active for one day, because that's just another UI bug. We also have recovered the alien Plasma rifle and an alien grenade, both excellent finds. We can now equip those immediately upon our good soldiers. As Classic made the kill, he can have the plasma rifle. Why not, eh? The plasma rifle, in comparison to standard, deals 7 base damage. It is an extremely efficient and highly deadly primary weapon, because I can read out words properly. It's an improved version of the assault rifle. So yes, the plasma rifle is just clearly better. So we're now using that, which is good. We also have a spare plasma pistol, but that's of course Thor's. So now we can do many important things, such
The new
as...
engineers arrived this morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here.
Well, what I'm glad I finally remembered is this.
How advanced species could show so little empathy for the lives of other sentient beings. It goes against everything we have ever imagined. The technology is there, but with it comes a callousness we would never have expected. What could have brought them to this?
Clearly a bad day. There was no coffee left. And now finally we create the blaster launcher. It only costs like $230, which is a lot of money, but we have it. We will need to get some more advanced weaponry for the other crew as well, but hey, ship weapons. I believe we can now construct the... Can we construct anything else? No, it's just the laser cannon at this stage. We're still researching the more advanced weapons. We of course don't need to construct yet another alloy ship because we keep losing them. Okay. So now what next? Satellite uplink is available almost instantly.
Satellite uplink complete.
Okay, well let's carry on for a moment and go to the situation. No, to the situation room, and we shall launch the remaining satellites.
Satellite launched. Satellite launched.
We have waves. Autopsies and interrogations are completed instantly. Oh yes. We have no interceptors, but who cares?
Satellite launched.
And now, yes, we have global control. Well, as close to global as we're going to get, because we do have 4 pips on our Doom tracker. Oh yeah. Well, let's hire some additional interceptors, shall we? Oh. There we go. And now, we shall sell things, such as this damaged alien surgery. Cool. And now the last piece of the puzzle for this video. We have completed the Fusion Lance. Let us go and have a look at the Fusion Lance research. This weapon is one of the most powerful we've recovered from the aliens, and we've already seen evidence of its devastating effect against our own craft. Unfortunately, it was clearly designed for much larger craft and of a greater payload capacity than anything we currently have available. In order to adapt the mechanism for use in our own ships, we've had to redesign the integrated power and cooling systems to a much smaller form factor. If we do manage to successfully deploy this weapon, I have no doubt we'll finally level the playing field of the aliens in terms of air superiority. So now we can start a new research process, such as all these autopsies, which we complete for free. But first we'll see what we can do with the Fusion Lance. Can we build it? We can. It is the most powerful anti-aircraft weapon available to XCOM. It should be able to take down any UFO engaged by the Firestorm. We don't have the Firestorm, so we may not actually be even able to use it yet. But no. Alright, let's go back to the research. Who wants to cut up some bodies? Alright, if you don't like blood, it's actually not too bad. I can handle it. And that's saying something. So let's just do it, shall we? Interrogate the mutant! With lots of cinematics here. Out comes the Spice Girls CD players again. Oh yeah. We've received a research credit towards plasma weaponry, which of course doesn't help, because we've completed almost all of it. But we could do the plasma cannon. That's something like that we may be able to actually put onto the Ravens. Okay, the sectoid autopsy. Complete that.
We've made a number of interesting discoveries based on the autopsy results of the alien specimen you brought back. The research team is now referring to this particular variation as a sectoid. based on the unusual structure of its internal organs, which we believe to be the product of genetic manipulation. As we've seen in the field, this species also seems to harbor some sort of telepathic ability.
It's true, the alien hugging. We can now research the uplink targeting aim, which we shall never make. It's literally a temporary buff that costs money. Money is so tight in this game, you're not going to do that. Alright, floaters!
Although I'm sure you can make the connection yourself, we've designated this particular specimen as a floater. The research team is continuing in its efforts to determine how the aliens prevented the organic tissue from rejecting the mechanical components, as they seem to work in perfect harmony with one another.
Powerful stuff, eh? We can now research the temporary buff of dodge, which we're not going to bother with either. Thin Man Autopsy?
The tall one has, up until this point, been unofficially referred to as the Thin Man.
They put the camera in the worst
Initial
spot.
testing has revealed a concerted effort by the aliens to modify this specimen's genetic structure in such a way as to make it appear human. However, on closer inspection, they seem to have had some trouble concealing the eyes, which appear to be reptilian in nature.
That's why they all wear sunglasses. We've improved Medikit available to the Foundry. That's not too bad. That's up to 50% increase of healing in a single dose. That's actually not bad. Now the mutant autopsy. How the celebrities, this is how they look inside.
This is the most physically aggressive specimen we've discovered so far, which the
Slide.
troops fondly
Don't
refer
like the
to
slides.
as the Muton. I can only assume there's a colourful backstory for such a designation.
She didn't say anything scientific then at all. Ammo conservation project available. That's increasing the size of our clips, you know, not bad. Let's see what else we can get. Chrysalid autopsy.
Based on what we've seen in the field so far, including several grotesque examples of trauma resulting from the emergence of its young, we've taken to calling this specimen a chrysalid.
And this gives us chitin plating, so we can look like aliens. Additional protection and a significant reduction to melee damage sustained. So that's basically protection against chrysalids. Cyberdisk autopsy.
We've yet to recover one of these in functional condition from the field. The men seem to enjoy using them for target practice. At the present time, we know that the Cyberdisk, as they've been calling it, is heavily armed, but it shows no clear pattern of behavior on the battlefield.
UFO tracking boost, which we're not going to bother with, of course. Temporary buff for accuracy. No. Berserker autopsy.
The men are calling this beast the Berserker, although it shares the same structure as the Muton. For reasons yet unknown to us, the Berserker seems to be consumed by bloodlust with little regard for its own safety.
It's called adding drugs. See combat stims. We might be able to research that. This powerful stimulant cocktail, derived from a chemical found in the glands of mutant Berserker, provides a temporary boost to several of our soldiers' vital statistics. That might be interesting to try out. Heavy floater autopsy.
Another variation on a previously identified specimen, this is the heavy floater. As you can see, the aliens have made substantial improvements to the armor and weapons systems available, while removing some of its exposed vulnerabilities. An extremely dangerous combatant.
It's like a floater, but not as bad. Advanced repair available in the Foundry. Reduce the repair times of our fightercraft and shivs. Maybe, might be worth it. And the drone autopsy to round out the
This
list.
unit appears to be a drone, which is similar to the military drones we are familiar with.
With bad spelling.
This particular example seems to have the ability to repair damaged equipment. Dr. Shannon, I believe it should be possible to capture and repurpose these for our own use in the field.
Drone capture project available to the Foundry. It's a little bit weird, saying that you can use your arc throwers to capture enemy drones, so you can use them for the remainder of the mission. It seems a little weird. But hey, that is the sum of the research that we've got so far for free. Some of the others aren't that long now because of that credit we just got from the mutant. You know, most of these only take like 4 days. And of course the Outsider Shard, which we'll do very soon. When we come back, we'll do the base itself, the Outsider Shard, and all sorts of exciting things will be thrust upon our bodies. So when we come back, there'll be more Let's Play XCOM 2012. Oh yeah. Oh.